हेलो दोस्तों, स्वागत है सभी लोगों का हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल पर जिसके अंदर आज हम एंशिएंट हिस्ट्री का सब्जेक्ट स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं। जो लोग भी फर्स्ट टाइम ज्वाइन किए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिएगा। रेलवेज का ये प्रीवियस ईयर के रेलवेज के एनटीपीसी और रेलवेज के स्पेशल का ये बैच है जिसके अंदर हम लोग सभी रेलवेज के प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस कर रहे हैं। जो लोग भी फर्स्ट टाइम ज्वाइन किए हैं चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिएगा और अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ जरूर शेयर कीजिए। तो आज हम पार्ट 1 वीडियो करेंगे जिसमें 100 क्वेश्चंस कंप्लीट होंगे हमारे एंशिएंट हिस्ट्री के अंदर। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं। ये फास्ट ट्रैक सीरीज है। तो विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज द करेक्ट सीक्वेंस ऑफ द प्री हिस्टोरिक पीरियड ऑफ ह्यूमन एक्टिविटीज एंड सिविलाइजेशन। तो क्रोनोलॉजिकल सीक्वेंस में सबसे पहले पैलियोलिथिक पीरियड आया था, फिर मेसोलिथिक पीरियड आया था, फिर नियोलिथिक पीरियड आया था। विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग डज नॉट कम अंडर द 3 मेजर पीरियड्स। सो कॉपर स्टोन वाज नॉट एनी पीरियड, पैलियोलिथिक, नियोलिथिक, ये मेसोलिथिक 3 पीरियड आए हुए थे, लेकिन कॉपर स्टोन जैसा कोई पीरियड नहीं था। Where in India would you find rock paintings dating back to the Stone Age? तो रॉक पेंटिंग आपको भीमबेटका मध्य प्रदेश में देखने को मिलेगा। When were the caves of भीमबेटका discovered? तो it was discovered in 1957 to 58. भीमबेटका caves are located in Madhya Pradesh. Rock shelters of Bhimbetka is famous for which of the following? Traces of the earliest signs of human life on the Indian subcontinent. Bhimbetka caves are considered to be 30,000 years old. What were the first wheels made of? It was made of wood. Which of the following construction material was used in Harappan civilization? Burnt brick. When did archaeologist B.B. Lal carry out excavations at Hastinapur situated in Meerut district 1951 to 1952. The great bath found at Mohenjo-daro was a huge rectangular tank. The Harappan city was found during the excavations on the bank of which river around the year 1920-21, that is Ravi river. Which town of the Indus Valley civilization literally means Mound of the Dead? Mohenjo-daro is called as Mound of the Dead. What is the meaning of Mound of Mohenjo-daro? Mohenjo-daro means Mound of Dead, मृतकों की टेला. Mohenjo-daro is situated in Sindh. Which city from the Harappan civilization was almost exclusively devoted to craft production including bead making, silk cutting, metal working, seal making and weight making? Chanhudoro. The first site discovered at the Indus Valley civilization is Harappan civilization. In which of the following locations was Natraj, a stone male dancing figure, discovered? Harappa. Which out of these is the Harappan site discovered in Gujarat? Dholavira. Which of the following site is not a part of the Indus Valley civilization? Uruk is not a part of Indus Valley civilization. Lothal is in Gujarat. Harappa and Mohenjo-daro both are in Pakistan. Which of the following Indus Valley civilization sites has been evidence of water reservoirs? The water reservoirs has been seen in Dholavira, Gujarat. Dholavira, an archaeological place in associated with which period? Indus Valley period. In which state is the archaeological site of Surkotada situated? Surkotada is situated in Gujarat. In which year did a team of German and Italian archaeologists begin surface explorations at Mohenjo-daro? 1980. Which of the following animals was frequently seen on the hills of Harappan civilization? Bull. In 1944, which took over the Director General of the Archaeological Survey of India and undertook the excavations of Harappa? Reem Wheeler. The famous Indus Valley site, Mohenjo-daro, was first time excavated by the eminent Indian archaeologist Rrb Banerjee. So Mohenjo-daro was excavated by R.D. Banerjee, and B.B. Lal got Harappa. Which of the following Harappan site is not associated with craft production? Manda is not related to craft. Balakot, Chanhudodo and Nageswar is related to craft production. Indus Valley civilization is dash years old and extends to the lower part of the Gangetic Valley in south and till Malwa in north. 3000 BC. Which civilization has developed from 5000 BCE towards the south of Malwa and north of the entire foothills of the Ganges Valley? Indus Valley civilization. The Harappan civilization flourished around 2500 BC. What do we call them today? West India and Pakistan. The history of India begins with the birth of Indus Valley civilization, which came into existence almost 2500 BC. What was the most important feature of the Indus Valley civilization? And the feature was building made of bricks. Indus Valley civilization is also called as Bronze Age civilization. So why it was called as Bronze Age civilization? Bronze is made with the mixture of two metals. What are the different metals? Put your answers in the comment section. Yes, copper and tin is the correct answer. Copper and tin is mixed to make bronze. The people of the Indus Valley civilization mixed copper and tin to make bronze. Yes. Which of the following is not an important place of Indus Valley civilization? Ajamgarh is not important for Indus Valley civilization. Kalibanga is in Rajasthan. Meaning of the Mohenjo-daro is mound of dead. What is Mohenjo-daro? Is a Sindhi word, right? The people of Harappa did not worship which of the following gods? Vishnu. They did not worship Vishnu. They worshipped Shiv, Pisan, Swastika. The people of Indus Valley civilization worshipped Pasupati. Now we will discuss about Vedic civilization. Which of the following limbs of Vedas is known for the explanation and meaning of complex words? That is called Nirukta. From where have the words Satyamev Jayate, which are inscribed below the national emblem of the India, been taken from? It has been taken from Mundaka Upanishads. The national motto of India is Satyamev Jayate, means truth always triumphs. सत्य की हमेशा जीत होती है. Which ancient Indian scripture is a mantra emanating from? It has been taken from Mundaka Upanishad. In ancient times, a person was weighed against a commodity and the equivalent weight of that commodity was offered as donation. What was this practice called? It was called tula bhar. तूला मालूम है ना आप लोग, बनिया लोग यूज करते वजन के लिए. तूला भार. The Vedic time period in India lasted from 1500 to 500 BC. That is 1000 years approximately. Dhanurved is the Upved of the Yajurved. It deals with. So Dhanurved is related to art of warfare. Which of the following Vedas the knowledge related to music is stored? So music is related to Samved. Which of the following Vedas describes music? Samved. Saregama, like, what Which is the oldest of the four Vedas? Rig Veda is the oldest. The oldest Veda is Rig Veda. There are dash mantras in the Rig Veda which include the unproven Valkylya hymns, that is 1028 mantras in Rig Veda. The Rig Veda has 1028 mantras. The Mundaka Upanishad belongs to the Atharved. तो अथर्वेद मुंडका उपनिषद से हम सत्यवेद जयते लिए हैं and belongs to अथर्वेद. The Vedas are considered to be the earliest literary record of Indo-Aryan civilization. There are four Vedas: Rig Veda, Samved, Yajurved, and the fourth one is Atharved. Four of the following Vedas tells about magical rituals and captivations. So magical rituals and captivations related to Atharved. What is the meaning of Yajur in Yajurved? Yajur means sacrifice. Which of the following Vedas treatment of diseases is given? So treatment of diseases is given in Atharved or Atharved. Yes. In which of the following Upanishad is the word Vasundhai Vakuntabakam mentioned? So it is mentioned in Maha Upanishad. ठीक है, वासुद वैकुंठबकम Maha Upanishads. Dash Upanishad are considered to be the main. 108 Upanishads, 10811 Upanishads are considered to be main. The oldest Upanishad is Chandogya Upanishad. According to the real independent Indian philosopher, each object is made of 5 basic elements. You know that 5 basic elements: air, water. I hope you know all that, right? Kathopanishad records a conversation between teenager Nachiket and the Daitya. Which of the following god is speaking to Nachiket? Lord Yam. So Yam is talking to Nachiket. Now we'll discuss about Mahajanpad period. Which of the following was the capital of kingdom of Magad? So Magad kingdom capital was Rajgir. Udayin shifted the capital of Magad from Rajgir to Patliputra. So Udayin was the ruler who shifted the capital of Magad from which place? Rajgir to Patliputra. Next, in the highest period of Aryan culture, the district of Ganges Valley, which were how many number districts? 16 districts during Aryan culture. Bimbisara was the ruler of Magad. Bimbisara was the ruler of Magad. By what name the Awadh was known in ancient times? It was known as Kosala. Kosala ya Kosala. Now we'll talk about Jainism. What Shwetambar is associated with? Shwetambar is related to Jain. Those who wear white clothes, Shwetambar. Digambar is yellow clothes, right? Put your answers in the comment section. Lord Mahavir's original name is Vardhaman. Which of the following is the birthplace of Lord Mahavir in 6th century BC? Vaisali. So Mahavir was born in Vaisali. The Jain monastic establishment are also called as Basadis. So Jain monastic establishment are called as Basadis. Who was the 24th Jain Tirthankar? Mahavir was the 24th Jain Tirthankar. Parsavnath, who was shown as the Kshatriya and King Ashwasena of Benares, became a Jain Tirthankar, 23rd. So Parsavnath became the 23rd Tirthankar. Mahavir is considered as the last Tirthankar among the 24. There were 24 Tirthankars, in which Mahavir was the last Tirthankar. The concept of Triratna. So the concept of Triratna is related to Jainism as well as Buddhism, both. Which of the following pair of religions and holy booklets are incompatible? Jainism is related to Upanishad. This is wrong. Islam, Quran, yes. Sikhism, Guru Granth Sahib, yes. Christianity, Bible, yes. But Jainism is not related to Upanishads. Jainism, we have Tirthankas, right? Next, we'll discuss about Buddhism. The event of Buddha's life are given in Jatak Tales. Jatak Tales. Why were stupas built? Because they contained sacred relics. With reference to the Sutta Pitaka, which of the following statements are correct? It is related with the conversation between the ruler of Magad and Buddha. So Magad ruler and Buddha conversations are mentioned in Sutta Pitaka. At which of the following places Gautam Buddha attained self-enlightenment? That is Bodh Gaya. Bodh Gaya. The third Buddhist council was held by. So third was held by Asoka. Hinayan and Mahayana are the sects of which religion? Buddhism. The famous Buddhist structure Dhamek Stupa was originally constructed during which dynasty? So Dhamek Stupa during Mauryan dynasty. Right? You know that about the Chandragupta Maurya we will discuss later on. Where is the Buddhist structure Dhamek Stupa? So Dhamek Stupa Buddhist structure is in Sarnath. The concept of Bodhisattva is associated with Mahayana Buddhism. Bodhisattva is related to Mahayana Buddhism. Vinay and Sutta Pitaka are the compilations of whose teachings? Gautam Buddha. Which of the following sermons of Gautam Buddha known as fire sermon? That is Aditya Parayaya Sutta. Aditya Parayaya Sutta. Which of the following is an ancient Buddhist text? Ancient Buddhist text. That is Abhidharma Kosla. Abhidharma Kosa. या अभिधर्म कोश. Ancient Buddhist text. Jatak tales are related with Buddha religion. In which state of India can we find the preserved Buddhist caves called Karle? Karle is in Maharashtra. Which is not a pilgrim place of Buddhist? Gwalior is not a pilgrim. So you know that enlightenment was attained at Bodh Gaya, right? Kushinagar, the death place of Lord Buddha. Sarnath, I have already discussed. Gwalior is not related to Buddhist. Where was Gautam Buddha born? Lumbini. It is in Nepal. Name the Buddhist text that comprises rules for monks. Vinay Pitaka. Which religion is the Tripitaka sacred scripture related to? So Tripitaka is related to Buddhism. Dash was born in 560 BC and died in 480 BC at the age of 80. Lord Buddha. Under which tree did Queen Maya Devi give birth to Gautam Buddha? Sal tree. And don't mention people tree. बर्थ के लिए साल ट्री है, पीपल ट्री जो है वो एनलाइटमेंट के लिए है, तो ये गड़बड़ नहीं होना चाहिए। द पॉपुलेशंस ऑफ बुद्धिज्म आर बेस्ड ऑन डैश truth and organs path. So there are 4 great truth and 8 organs path. Yeah, organs 8 path. Which of the following is not among the 4 great goodies of Lord Buddha? So not among the 4. So the if desires are not believed, then suffering can be relieved. This is not included. World of sorrows mentioned, yes. The reason for sorrow is desire, yes. This can be done by following the eightfold path, yes. Tripitaka is the earliest collection of Buddhism sermons. Where did Gautam Buddha give his first sermon? Sarnath. I told you about that. Gautam Buddha gave his first sermon in Sarnath, yes. So this is the end of the lecture today. So we will meet in the next lecture, part 2. I hope you have enjoyed the session. If you have really liked it, don't forget to like it. So share it with your friends and we'll meet in the next part. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best for the exam. This is Professor Rrb Ntpc. Thank you.